Look, you have tapped into something, and I'm going to go a step farther. The relationship between Rob and Nick will be on stark display. And by the way, it's going to be told through the remaining kids, the remaining family members. And how do I know that? They would not, if they were not kind of torn in this unimaginable conflict between the brutal loss of their parents, and now the accusation against their brother, they never would have hired Alan or hired private counsel. That would not be the move you would make unless you love your brother so much, and unless you had gone through what it's like to have a close family member who is constantly cycling through these issues. They're going to be able to tell that. They're going to be able to say that. And by the way, one of these things that had occurred to me, everybody's speculating. They're going to ask for the death penalty. They're going to ask for the death penalty. I mean, I can't tell you the number of times I've heard that. Do you know the person first and foremost who, if and I haven't talked to Rob Reiner in years, but I've disclosed, in full disclosure, early on in my career in the 90s, he could not have been more supportive of several of my clients and cases I had. And I always loved the humanity and his humor in him. The the first person who would be saying, "What the fuck are you doing? You're going on the death penalty," would be Rob Reiner. There is no way
That's right.
in hell that Rob Reiner or Michelle or his wife would want the DA to be seeking the death penalty, even with them as the victims. And that is the quandary that the DA is in. I wouldn't give you 50 cents for asking for the death penalty in this case.